In the untamed jungle, where shadows stretch endlessly and every creature fends for itself, two lives were destined to intertwine in a way that no one could have imagined. First, there is the rat. Small, swift, and clever, he moves unseen through the undergrowth, darting past creeping vines and fallen branches. The jungle is not kind to creatures of his size. Predators seek larger prey, but accidents of fate, or perhaps sheer cruelty, often lead the more powerful animals to view the rat as a nuisance. Yet, this tiny animal possesses qualities that make him a survivor. His mind is sharp, his instincts keen, and while his stature might invite pity or ridicule, his resilience commands respect from those wise enough to notice. Above all, the rat knows the jungle rule. Help when you can, but trust only cautiously, for you never truly know where danger lurks. And then there's the lion, a stark contrast to the rat in every imaginable way. The lion is the jungle's ruler, feared and revered in equal measure. His roar shakes the air and silences even the loudest of birds. His presence alone commands submission, his authority unquestionable. But as with many who hold absolute power, the lion's pride and arrogance have grown unchecked. He does not live by the jungle's rules. He enforces his own. Strength reigns supreme, and kindness is a luxury his mighty claws and teeth have never needed. Yet, in the vastness of this jungle, stretching across dense forests, winding rivers, and expansive plains, fate brings these two unlikely creatures together. The rat is scurrying along, his tiny body focused on gathering food for the day, his mind calculating every step, every movement, to avoid predators. Perhaps he is distracted, or perhaps it was merely inevitable, but as he turns a corner in this dangerous maze of trees and earth, he finds himself face to face with the lion. The rat stops abruptly, heart pounding against his chest. The lion, lounging lazily in the shade, notices the rat immediately. A low growl escapes his throat, reverberating through the space. With a single swipe of his massive paw, he blocks the rat's path. His gaze is piercing and cruel, his voice booming as he speaks. What is this that dares approach me? A mere pest in the presence of the king? The rat trembles, but does not run. His instincts scream at him to flee, but his mind, always sharp, tells him that running now would only seal his fate. The lion watches, amused by the audacity of the rat standing frozen before him. Mighty lion, I beg you, the rat pleads, his voice shaking but steady. I do not mean to intrude on your path. I only wish to pass through. Let me go, and perhaps one day I can repay your kindness. The lion scoffs, a deep chuckle rumbling from his chest. The idea is absurd. A creature so small, weaker than his paw alone, offering to repay him? You help me, he mocks. Your bravery is admirable, but your idea is foolish. You are nothing but an annoyance. And yet, in his amusement, the lion's arrogance leads him to grant mercy. Go, but do not cross my path again. His voice carries a hint of finality, a warning that echoes in the rat's mind. The rat scurries away, his heart pounding but filled with relief and gratitude. Perhaps he was lucky, or perhaps even the mighty lion has a small weakness, a vulnerability to the idea of kindness, however fleeting. The jungle is no place to make enemies, and today, the rat believes he has gained something invaluable: mercy. But the jungle is full of twists and turns, and no creature, no matter how mighty, is immune to its traps. Days pass. The lion continues his reign, ruling with strength and pride, unaware that his rule is about to take an unexpected turn. While patrolling his domain, he steps into a hunter's trap cleverly hidden in the tall grass. The net snaps around him, cinching tighter with every movement. The lion roars, shaking the jungle with his fury. Yet, his strength, so often his greatest asset, is useless against the ropes of the hunter's net. He thrashes and claws, biting at the fibers, but the knots only grow stronger the more he struggles. There he lies, ensnared, his pride stripped away. He roars again and again, his frustration filling the jungle air, but the mighty sound carries no authority now, only desperation. It is this roar that catches the attention of a certain small creature nearby. The rat, ever the opportunist, freezes as he hears the lion's cries. Fear prickles through his body, but curiosity wins, and he quietly follows the sound to its source. There, caught in the net, lies the lion, his magnificent mane tangled, his eyes blazing with fury and helplessness. The rat hesitates. How easy it would be to walk away, to leave behind the creature who once threatened him without hesitation. No one would blame him, but his heart is strong, despite his tiny frame. The memory of the lion's mercy fills his mind, and the rat knows what he must do. Stepping forward on trembling legs, the rat speaks. "Mighty lion, you granted me mercy once. Today, I will return the favor." The lion, too weak to respond, watches in stunned silence as the rat begins his work. Gnawing at the fibers of the net, the rat's sharp teeth cut through the ropes one bite at a time. The work is slow, exhausting. The rat's body aches with effort, his spirit wavering under the overwhelming task before him. But he presses on, driven by the promise he made. Bite by bite, the ropes begin to loosen. Hours pass. Finally, the net snaps free, and the lion emerges, staggering to his feet. His body is weary, his strength drained, but his mind is alive with something unfamiliar, a sense of gratitude. "You saved me," the lion says, his voice soft and bewildered. "I thought myself invincible, yet it was strength of heart, not strength of body, that freed me today. I was wrong to underestimate you, little one." The rat, breathing heavily, replies, "Kindness set me free once before, just as it has set you free now. Strength lies in compassion, mighty lion, and no creature, no matter how small, should be overlooked." In that moment, the lion's pride gives way to humility. The jungle, which he had ruled with arrogance for so long, now feels different, a place not only to dominate but to protect. The lion extends his paw in gratitude, and the rat places his tiny hand upon it. An unlikely bond is forged, one rooted in respect and understanding. From that day forward, the lion and the rat become allies, unlikely partners in a jungle full of danger. The lion rules not with fear but with fairness, guided by the wisdom of the rat. And the rat, once overlooked and underestimated, finds his place as an advisor who sees strength not just in power, but in heart. The jungle thrives under their rule, and the story of the rat and the lion becomes a legend. It teaches all who hear it that no creature is insignificant, that kindness is power, and that even the smallest among us can make the largest difference. And so, when the jungle whispers, it speaks of redemption, of unlikely friendships, and of the strength born from understanding. A tale remembered by creatures near and far, a tale of the rat and the lion.